front of you is 100 light bulbs lined up in a row. Each bulb has its own switch and are all currently switched off. Standing next to the row of light bulbs, there are 100 people. Person number 1 walks past the row and switches on every light bulb. Next, person 2 switches every second light bulb. Afterwards, person number 3 switches every third light bulb. Person number 4 every fourth, and so on and so forth. This continues until all 100 people have walked down the row of light bulbs. After the 100th person has walked past, how many of the light bulbs will be switched on?
The classic light switch riddle, designed to test the wit and mathematical creativity of fourth graders and grandfathers alike. But how do you solve it? It's not like you can just walk down the street and find 100 light switches to play with in the local park. Or can you? My name is Ben Cohen, and I'm here to present to you the Math Riddle Park, a place where math problems, logic puzzles, and brain teasers come to life, where we take some of the most challenging and interesting problems of mathematics and turn them into life-size physical forms for all the public to enjoy. Consider the famous Towers of Hanoi. The 8 discs sitting on post 1 must be moved to post 3, one at a time, without ever placing a larger disc on a smaller disc. A human-sized version of these towers will be built and installed in the center of our park. The perimeter of the park will be lined with our 100 light switches, and life-size versions of other intriguing puzzles and games will be installed within the park, each complete with a set of instructions, hints, and solutions. You'll find the rotating square, the blindfolded prisoners, the poisoned wine, the defective marbles, the die-hard water jugs, and of course the Josephus problem. A question that actually originated here in Israel during the 1st century when the Jews looked for a strategy to avoid capture by the Romans. This park does not require unreasonable construction costs. For example, the light bulb riddle does not require any actual electricity or even any actual light bulbs, just simple mechanical switches that can be flipped up and down. I've actually personally built a few of these riddles myself. Back home in Virginia, before coming to Israel, I taught some classes in specifically solving creative logic riddles, and I ran a math exploration summer camp. I've always had dreams of starting a math center where kids can come for hands-on, experiential math learning, but I never quite saw the right opportunity for implementing that idea until now. So the final question is, how does this help Israel? If you Google Israeli math education, you'll find that Israeli international math rankings have dropped dramatically in recent years. For a country dubbed a startup nation, which relies on the creative minds of its citizens, this is an alarming development. Our park will be one tiny step for bolstering the creative problem-solving skills in Israelis, both children and adults. And aside from the practical benefits, our park will also serve as a fun and interesting social activity. The recent explosion in popularity of the escape room suggests that people are yearning to be challenged intellectually. While the escape room fosters teamwork and creativity, our park will do the same, but with more emphasis on rigorous math and logic. Those most eager to be continually challenged can return to our park for the rotating Riddle of the Week, and they can bring their friends to compete in our life-size math games such as NIM and Challenge 24. We've assembled a top-notch team of riddle enthusiasts who are excited to make a positive impact on this country. Cassie Perez, Michael Robbins, Tali Weitzman, and myself. Our park will be designed for people who are social, adventurous, and intelligent. In a word, our park will be designed for Israelis.